right, everybody, welcome to the third round of the AT&T Pebble Beach Open Pro-Am, but there's no Am in this. It's strictly pros. There was no cut in this. This was a predetermined field of 80 golfers, the 2025 Pebble Beach. I have 79 golfers with me. One golfer that was in the field was not carded by Play.com, so we're going with 79 golfers instead of 80. I do have a little cheat sheet that I printed out because I did do a couple of things incorrectly before. Double cordial holes, a white die is an automatic birdie with no chip instead of the automatic chip with a par. And if a hole is daunting, you need 2 blue chips to control the hole rather than just one. And of course, this little thing here gives me guidance on when I can and when I cannot use a chip. The other difference I'm going to be doing is I've downloaded the score sheet with threesomes because that's more typical of what a pro golf tournament does. So instead of having 6 twosomes, we're going to have 4 threesomes. And I think that makes it a little bit more enjoyable. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll find out. Good evening, Ben. Yeah, I do enjoy golf, and I definitely enjoy this game. My only question is, why did it take me 8 years to get around to it? I just kept looking at this and poo-pooing it, and I said, you know what? I'm going to finally do it, and so we're doing it. All right, so like I said, let me move this up a little bit because you can't see the grades up here that we need when we're going to be doing our third round sorting. So we're going to need all these little letter grades because they're going to be assorted to those and assigned to those. Yeah, I mean, the courses, it's all up front. The pricing's all up front. Once you get the courses, you're all set. But I spent $94 to get the courses I needed. So it's, so I'm into this game about $200. But hey, if I get that kind of entertainment, then my return on investment is still worth it. So, like I said, going forward, all I have to do now is buy the season sets, which are about $25 a piece. I don't have to worry about buying any more courses. Maybe a random course here and there to fit something, a major that might come along later on or something. But I basically got the gist of what I need. All right, so I got the 79 golfers here. And what we're going to do, because there was no cut round, there are no outstanding golfers. But so usually what you have is you have seven, we split into 7 groups, and the 8th group is a standalone for the outstanding golfer. Well, there is no outstanding golfer. So now we're just going to have 7 groups, 7 stacks. So 7 stacks, and there's going to be 11 in each stack, and 2 stacks are going to have 12. But I'm not going to eyeball it. I'm kind of OCD about it. So I'm going to shuffle this puppy up. Oops. And then count them out. So I'm going to need 11 in each of the first 5 groups, and I'll need 12 in the last 2 groups. So I need 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's the first stack. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 55 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there should be 12 remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How about that? It worked out. So we have 11 in the first 5 groups, 12 in the last 2 groups. And we'll go through our third day situations. And of course, one thing I forgot to do is bring up the pegs so I can note who gets the perks and who's going to roll on the perks and issues chart at the end. I need to make sure I have that handy. We got our 2 D6s, and we're going to read them in ascending order. So that's a 14. And we're going to roll on this and read off what it says, either doing draw golfers, top golfers, both, and then assign them to their alphabetical grades. And our goal is to end up with 12 top contenders. Now, one thing I was also doing incorrectly by the rules is if there was a tie, I was including both guys. You do that for the cut, but not for the third round. The third round, he rolled a decider die. If they both get a dot, then they both make it. If one gets a dot and one doesn't, then the guy who didn't get the dot goes to the B plus category. I believe if they both get blanks, you keep rolling until one of them eventually gets the dot so that they can make it. So tweaking this, like I said, this is my second full tournament. So, you learn as you go, as you say. All right, so we're going to start with this group right here. And we're going to roll the 2 D6s. And we're going to read off of this. We'll try to show it, put it up there high enough so you can see it. So we're going to roll and see what happens. All right, we get a 34. So a 34 says, top golfer contends with A minus. Top golfer, A minus. Okay, so we're going to check the top golfer. That means the best rated golfer. Guys with 1s and 2s. And the top golfer is going to contend with, it says, a 34 says A minus. So it's going to be right here in the A minus category. So who is the top golfer? Well, we got Aberg is a 2B. Can anybody beat him out? No, they can't. So Aberg is a 2B. He will be an A minus golfer. So he's over here. So he contends with an A minus, does Aberg. And there is no symbol there, so there's no perk for Aberg. He just contends with an A minus. And it says low golfer finishes D minus. Okay, who is the low golfer? Who has the highest number? Well, there's 5. Does anybody have anything higher than a 5? No, Billy Horschel is a 5B, and he will contend, or not contend. He will finish, I should say, not contend, with a D minus, the worst you can have. And then everybody else contends with a B plus. So the B plus guys, they do have a chance to come in late in the tournament and contend, make a charge. So don't count these guys out completely. It's Jason Day, Mackenzie Hughes, Brian Harmon, Wyndham Clark, Nico Echeverria, Siwoo Kim, Chris Kirk, Jake Knapp, and Nick Taylor. They'll all be in the B plus category. So right now we got one of our 12 that we need. Move on to the next grouping. Whoa. Can't even get the 2 dice in the tray here. We get a 14. All right, 14. Again, no perk. It says top golfer contends with A. Everybody else finishes with C. All right, so the top golfer is going to be in the A category. So who is the top golfer? Let's see here. Right now, Rory McIlroy is a 1B, so he would be the top golfer unless somebody can beat him out. I see a couple of 2Bs, but that's it. 1B, so Rory McIlroy contends with an A, and everybody else finishes with a C. So Keith Mitchell, Tom Kim, Adam Scott, Thomas Detry, Aaron Ray, Keegan Bradley, Robert McIntyre, Tony Finau, Sam Stevens, and Lee Hodges contend with the B, or they don't contend with the B, but they're in the B category. I think it says technically contend. Yeah, it says finishes. I'm sorry, it should be in the C category. My bad. C category, not B category. They finish with a C. So I got that mixed up when I was reading it. Should be under the C category, not the B category. That makes a difference when it comes to points and everything at the end to get the final score. All right. So we got 2 golfers so far that make the top 12. Next up, next grouping, we get a 13. 13, this time a draw golfer. The draw golfer contends and they earn a perk. Whether it's good or bad, we'll find out. So the draw golfer is the guy right here on top. So the draw golfer is going to contend with an A+. He will be the leader on the tournament going into the final round because it does say A+, which is this position right here. So the draw golfer is Maverick McNeely. And we'll roll for him after this is over to find out what his perk or problem is. And he is the leader right now with that A+. Top golfer contends with an A-. So we'll take the top golfer or the remaining guys, and they'll be in the A- category with Aberg. So let's see who the top golfer is. Right now, Shane Lowry of 3A is the top golfer. Can anybody beat Shane Lowry out? No, they cannot. Well, they have a tie, Morikawa and Lowry. So before I did it incorrectly, I was including both. Rulebook says you roll the decider die to see who gets in. So Shane Lowry, we'll roll for him. If he gets a dot, he's in. He is not. So if Morikawa gets the dot, then he'll be in. So he's in. Morikawa is in with the A-. Lowry will contend with the B+ when he didn't get the dot. All right. And then it says everybody else finishes C+. So C+ is Hoge, Moore, Lower, Lee, Cole, Pavin, Poston, and M. They all finish with a C+. On to our next grouping. We get a 26. 26. Draw golfer contends with A-. Everybody else B-, but no perk. There's no perk symbol there at all. So the draw golfer, which is the one on top, will be an A-. Everybody else will finish with a B-. So whoever the draw golfer is going to be an A-. That is Victor Hovland. He is an A-. Everybody else is going to be a B-, no matter how good they are. Thompson, Rogers, Patrick Cantlay, Sam Burns, Novak, McCarthy. Scotty Scheffler is not going to make it. How about that? Scotty Scheffler and Tom Fleetwood, two good golfers there, but according to this draw, they're going to end up in the B-. So they didn't have a very good tournament. Scheffler is his first tournament back since coming back from hand injury, so maybe he's not quite ready for it yet. So right now we have a total of 5 golfers. We need 12. So if we don't get enough, we'll go into the B+ until we fill out the 12. Right now, we're going to this grouping, and we get a 66. Wow. Top golfer contends with B+. So whoever the top golfer is may not even make it. They're going to contend with a B+. So top golfer right now, Ben Griffin, because even though he's got a 3B here, there is an asterisk, and the asterisk says in the third round, he is a 1B. So he becomes a 1B. So that knocks out J.J. Spawn. Let's see about anybody else. Can anybody else beat out the 1B? It doesn't look like it. Nope. But he's going to contend with the B+. All right. And then it says low golfer finishes D-, everybody else with a C. So the low golfer, do we have a 5? Oh, we got a 6B. He's the low golfer right now. Yep. So Adam Hadwin's going to finish with a D-. Everybody else finishes with a C. That's J.J. Spawn, Hogard, Homa, Hubbard, Fitzpatrick, Dunlop, Vegas, English, and Yager all finish with regular C's. So we still have our 5 here because the guy who won it finishes with the B+. I'm going to go into the B+ and pull out the best guys to make it, to fill out our field. All right now, next one is a 15. 15 is draw golfer contends with an A and has a perk. So the draw golfer will contend with McIlroy as an A and get a perk. That's Max Gracerman. He'll be rolled for a perk. 15. Top golfer contends with A-. So top golfer will be right here. Of the remaining, the top golfer. And right now it's Russell Henley. But, yep, Russell Henley 1B. Even though Cam Young in the third round becomes a 1C, the 1B still beats him out. It can be hard to beat 1B. I don't see anybody doing that. Yep, that's it. Russell Henley. He will be an A minus. With an A minus or an A? No, it's with an A. I'm sorry. Russell Henley contends with an A and gets to roll for a perk. And let's see here. No, it is top golfer A minus. I already did the perk. My bad. I did Grayson, so there's no perk there. He's an A minus because he was the top golfer, not the draw golfer. Everybody else finishes C minus. So C minus is Gim, Cam Young, Hall, Eckroat, Connors, Zalatoris, Yu, Woodland, Straka, and Fowler all finish with a C minus. All right, final group. And we get an 11. Top golfer contends with A plus. So the top golfer is going to tie for the lead here and get a perk chance. So this is the top golfer, highest rated golfer here, or best rated golfer. We got a 2C. Can anybody beat a 2? Well, Justin Thomas is a 1C, so he takes over the lead in that category. Nobody can beat Justin Thomas, so he's going to be right here at the top with Maverick McNeely, and he will be rolling for a perk as well. And then it says others contend with B plus. So the others, Hostler, Power, Batia, Spieth, Lucas Glover, Van Ruin, Bezenhooten, On, Davis, Pendrith, and Rose all get B pluses. And now we're supposed to have 12. Right now we have a total of 8. So I need 4 more golfers. So to get the 4 more golfers, we're going to the B plus stack. It says you can pick them randomly, but I prefer to go by merit. So we're going to go by the 4 highest rated golfers remaining. So it looks like Jordan's. I'm going to start with 3. I'm going to start with 3s and work my way down. 2C. It's got to either be a 2 or a 3 or a 1. Pendrith, Rose. Griffin's a 1 in round 3. These guys are 3As. So the 3Bs aren't going to make it. 3A for Harmon. 3B here. So let's see out of these guys. We need 3, 6. We need 4 of them. So the top 4. So one of them is going to be Ben Griffin because in the third round, he is a 1B. So he will definitely make it. And they will come in as a B plus for their scorecard. So 2C, Justin Rose, and Lucas Glover, they will make it. So that's 11. And now we need 1 more. Well, Knapp's not going to make it because he's a 3B. We do have 4 3As. So the only way to resolve that is with the decide or die. Because right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we need 1 more. So we're going to have a roll-off, basically. I guess that's the best way to call it. It's a matter of survival. If they get a dot, they stay in contention. If they get a blank, they drop out. So Jordan Spieth gets a blank. He drops out. Harmon gets a blank. He drops out. Jason Day gets a blank. He drops out. Now, if Lowry gets a blank, then we do it all over again. If Lowry gets the dot, he's in. Lowry's in. Lowry's in. So there we go. Now we have the top 12 that we need. So as we're trying to get a score for the tournament, the next thing it talks about is what the score is going to be for these golfers, and based on their grade and the score of the actual tournament, final score of the actual tournament. The final score of the actual tournament was 267. So we're going to be in this roll right here, and we're going to roll in these guys, roll the decider die. If they get a decider die, they get the lower of the 2 numbers. If it's a blank, it's the higher of the 2 numbers. So McNeely and Thomas, one of them can actually have a lead over the other if one gets a dot and one doesn't. So I need to, and I usually just take a blank piece of paper and scribble my notes so I don't mess up my score sheet till the very end. I want a clean score sheet. So let's do this. Let's start rolling the decider die for Maverick McNeely. He is an A plus, so that means under this category, a dot is a 197 and a blank is a 198. So that's a 197 for McNeely. So 197 is McNeely. And Thomas needs a dot to stay with him. He doesn't get it. He's a 198. So Thomas is going to be one shot back. So Maverick McNeely will be your third round leader going into the final round. Now the A's are either going to be 199 or 200. And again, do the same procedure. McElroy, he is going to get a blank, so he's a 200. He's going to be 3 shots back. And Gracerman gets the dot. He's a 199. He's 2 shots back. Now we do the same thing for the A minuses. A minuses is either going to be 201 or 202, depending on the dot. So we start with Aberg. That's a dot for Aberg. So Aberg will be a 201, 4 shots back. Morikawa will be a 202, 5 shots back. Victor Hovland is going to be a 201, 4 shots back. And Russell Henley will also be a 201, 4 shots back. Now we go to our B pluses, and it says on B plus, it's either going to be a 203 or 204. 203 for Ben Griffin. And actually, what I'm going to have to do is give all these guys 203, because if they're 204, they'd be 7 shots back and be out of contention. So I'm going to have to do the other way around. Oh, cool, ML. I will check that out later. Thank you very much. What I'm going to have to do is, because I can't make any of these guys 204. If they're 204, they're 7 out and they're out of contention. And we got to have 12 guys to start. So all these guys are going to be 203. That's going to be Griffin, Rose, Glover, and Lowry. Okay. So let me start filling in our score sheet. And again, I'm using the one with the groups of 3 instead of groups of 4. So I think it just makes more sense. So in first place is Maverick McNeely. And his third round total is 197. In second place is Justin Thomas. He's a 198, a 1 shot back. Third place is Max Gracerman. He's at 199, 2 shots back. Rory McIlroy, who won the tournament Real World, is 3 shots back in fourth place with a score of even 200. Tied for fifth. It's a 3-way tie for fifth between Aberg, Hovland, and Henley. And they check in at 201, 4 shots back. All right. In, let's see here. So that's 5th, 6th. In 8th place by himself is Colin Morikawa. And he shot a 202, or he's at 202, so he's 5 shots back. And then tied for 9th, we have a 4-way tie. Griffin, Rose, Glover, and Lowry. They are all 203. 6 shots back. All right, so that's where we stand right now. And we also have perks to deal with, perks and or issues, depending on what they are. And I want to put those on the score sheet. But first, I want to get these pairings all lined up. So the last group of the day, fourth group, the final group, the one that's going to, the leadership group, whatever you want to call it, it's called the fourth group, and there's 3 of them. And it's going to be done by score. And it's the top 3 guys, and that's McNeely, who's in the lead, Thomas, and Gracerman. In the next grouping, McElroy leads that next group. And after McElroy, we have Aberg and Hovland. Henley leads the next group. And after him, we have Morikawa and Griffin. And in the final group, we have Justin Rose, Glover, and Shane Lowry. So those are the final 4 groupings for this tournament heading into tomorrow. Now let's resolve the perks or lack of perks that these 3 guys are going to get. We'll start with McNeely. We roll the 2d6s, this time not ascending order, but we look at the black die first, because the black die is going to tell us which section we're in. The white die is going to tell us what we look at. So for Maverick McNeely, our leader, 2-5. 2-5, he gains the lucky quality. So that means he will always have a blue chip. Will Maverick McNeely, he gains the lucky quality in every hole. He will have at least 1 blue chip. So I'm going to put on his score sheet, McNeely is lucky. So he will be lucky. Justin Thomas, 4 and a 1. Gains sunny quality till further notice, possibly. Roll the sire die, see if it's till further notice. And it is. So Thomas will be sunny TFN. I'll update my TFN list on my computer. Right now, Morikawa is the only one on there. But Thomas is now on there sunny till further notice. And lastly, Gracerman, 4 and a 2. He gains stormy quality possibly until further notice. Yes, he is stormy till further notice. Wow. Gracerman is stormy till further notice. So all the perks went to the front, to the last group. McNeely is lucky. Thomas is sunny till further notice, and Gracerman is lucky until stormy till further notice. So now with those all in where they need to be, I need to keep these. The B pluses got to be handy, because when we get to the 4th round and the first group gets to 15, we're going to roll and see if any of these guys make a late charge. So I'm going to keep them handy, B pluses. There's nobody under the B category. There is no B. The B minuses, the C pluses, I'm going to keep all these guys together so I can keep their scores and calculate their scores after the tournament is over. There are no D pluses and no Ds. There are a couple of D minuses, Hadwin and Horschel. So there were no D pluses, no Ds, and no Bs. These 3 didn't have anything. Everything else is over here. And now we can go ahead and put everybody where they need to be and get everything set up for the final round. So our leader, our lucky leader, since he is lucky this round, is Maverick McNeely. 1 shot back is Justin Thomas. And he is sunny till further notice. Next, Gracerman, he is 2 shots back. And he is stormy till further notice. 3 shots back is Morikawa. 4 shots back, we have a 3-way tie. I'm sorry, I got it wrong. Morikawa is not there. It is McIlroy. I don't know why I said Morikawa. It's McIlroy because McIlroy shot the 200. 4 shots back, it is Aberg. It's a big tie here. Aberg, Hovland, Russell Henley. 3-way tie at 4 shots back. 5 shots back by himself is Morikawa. And then we got a 4-way tie, 6 shots back. These guys are on the verge of being knocked out of the tournament very early. Rose, Griffin, Glover, and Lowry. And unfortunately, the way my thing is here, let me back this up. Here. Back this up here. Hopefully you can see it a little bit better now. That is the field as we head into the final. Whoops. That is the field as we head into the final round of this AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Of course, there's no Am. I will go ahead and roll for conditions once we start the tournament. Once the 4th round starts, I should say. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play offline. I'm going to play the front 9 for everybody. We'll play all the way up until the leaders get to the 10th hole, which means the front runners are at the 13th hole. They're going to start the 13th hole. The last guys will be starting the 10th hole. That's where we'll pick it up. Put it right here. I'm going to pick it up here. I'll play offline between here and here, and then we zoom in like they do on the golf coverage for the final, 8 holes or 9 holes of the tournament. And we get to 15. We get to 15 with this group. That's when we check for making a move and see if we have any emerging contenders. If we do, we do. We'll see. We'll find out. So I've got the score sheet with the pars on each hole and the pars for the course, so I can easily tell what guys are doing. So hopefully that's what everything I did there was correct. I'm hoping it was. I'm trying to get better at this as I go along and keep watching as many videos as I can, just try to keep pouring it in my brain as to how things are supposed to run. So, hello, Philip. I'm getting ready to wrap up, actually. We're wrapping up the 3rd round, but this is the leaderboard. Maverick McNeely, your leader, and he is lucky, so he gets a blue chip all the time. Justin Thomas, 1 back, Gracerman 2 back, and they're in that final pairing. If you wanted to get the under par score, I'm not sure that's relevant per se, but 288 is par for the 4 rounds. So that means 216 is the par after 3 rounds. So if he's at 197, that means he's 19 under par. So McNeely doing pretty well right there. 267 was the final score. So if McNeely shoots a 69 or better, he'll beat that score that McIlroy had in real life. But we'll see. That's what we got heading into the 4th round or final round of this Pebble Beach Pro-Am. I will, like I said, after I sign off from this, I will play up till the 13th hole for the first group and up to the 10th hole for the last group. I'll do that offline, get everything in place, put everybody back where where they're updated, where they're supposed to be. And then tomorrow evening, around the same time, around 8 o'clock, maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that, I'll play the final round live again because I'm not going to be here on Sundays. I'd rather do this on Sunday, but I'm not here on Sundays. I'm away on Sundays. So in order to do it live, I have to do it on Saturday, or I can record it, do it Sunday. But when I'm still learning, I'd rather have it live. That way I can get instant feedback on something I'm doing incorrect. And like I said, I do have my cheat sheet handy to remind me that double cordial holds, a white die is an auto birdie with no chip, and the 2 blue chips are needed to control a daunting hole. So that's a couple things I messed up on in the first tournament. And then, of course, gives me little refreshers on when I can and can't use certain chips. So that's what I got right now. And we will be pulling out the course the Pebble Beach golf links. That's what we'll be using. For the tournament. So I'll get everything set up and get these guys going. The way it's spread out, though, it's very likely that by the time I get to this 13th for the first group, a lot of these guys could be out of contention. If they could fall out very easily. I could start the live stream tomorrow night, and we could be down to 4 golfers for all I know. Or some of these guys can make a charge. You never know. And McNeely could, have a bad thing and fold up. We don't know. Unfortunately, Scotty Scheffler got a bad draw. It was a draw golfer in his stack. He didn't have a chance to be the top golfer, so he does not factor into the final thing. He ends up, I think, in the C category. So I guess he hasn't recovered from his hand injury all the way yet. He'll try again next week at the Waste Management in Arizona. So that's going to do it from here. I hope you all enjoyed that third round. I'm not sure what you call it. Third round coverage I don't want to call it coverage, but just the third round, how it played out and who's in the top 12. Like I said, I had to go to 4 guys from the B plus category. That's why they're 6 shots back, because they came from the B plus category, because I didn't draw enough golfers to make the top 12 originally. So again, thank you all for tuning in. And if you did see me do something incorrectly, please let me know. If it's after the fact, obviously I can't do anything about that, but I can correct it going forward, and I'll make a note on my cheat sheet. Right now, I'll go to my computer, and I will make sure that I put in Thomas is sunny till further notice, and Grayson is stormy till further notice. Morikawa is already going to get a red chip for every first hole till further notice, but he's not in this tournament. So, or he didn't make the cut, one or the other. So, but it is going to give me now 3 golfers with TFN. Once I get up to 7, and then we get an 8th one, that'll knock off the first TFN. So Morikawa is the first TFN. He would go away if we get, 5 more TFNs to go with this one. So, hey, RJL, came a little late. I'm just about finished. So I'm not sure when you chimed in, RJL, but I only had 8 golfers in the A plus, A, and A minus range. So I had to go to the B plus group and pull out four golfers, which is why they're 6 strokes back. So it's a good chance that they may be gone by the time I do the live tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. They may be out of contention by then because they're so far back already. But Maverick McNeely is the leader. He's also lucky, so he's going to have a blue chip every round. Justin Thomas is going to be sunny this round, actually till further notice. He's sunny till further notice. Grayson is stormy till further notice. Everybody else has no effect. So there you go. One more look at the leaderboard there on the score sheet. McNeely, a 1-shot lead over Thomas, 2-shot lead over Grayson, 3-shot lead over McIlroy, 4-shot lead over Aberg, Hovland, and Henley, 5 over Morikawa, and then Rose, Griffin, Glover, and Lowry are 6 back and pretty much teetering on being out of contention. So let me do something real quick and make sure. I think Morikawa is the one. Is he the one till further notice, or am I thinking of somebody else? I want to make sure I get this right. As soon as this Excel thing pops up on my computer. Oh, it is Morikawa. Okay, he is the one that has the TFN. So he gets a red chip to start the round. He starts the red chip till further notice. Does Morikawa. So forgot about that, but he does do that. So now I'll update that Thomas is sunny TFN and Grayson is stormy TFN. So now I got 3 TFNs. And then we'll be ready to go with the 4th round. Let's see here. Who's that? Thomas. So there we go. We got it all straight right there. And I'm actually feeling generous, so I think we'll go ahead and play a couple of holes while you guys are here. Since you were kind enough to be here live, we will play a few holes and see if we get somebody out of contention very early, which is possible for sure. Very, very possible to be out of contention early when you're 6 strokes back. So let me get my dice and my book. And we will, this is impromptu. I didn't plan on this, but all part of being fluid, I guess as the saying goes. So I'm going to get my stuff together here. And get all my dice. Gotta have the right dice here. Need those. Get out of here. There you go. Gotta have our dice. And I need one green peg to say who's on the tee and all that stuff. So the first group is going to play the first 2 holes by themselves before anybody else has a chance to do anything, because they have to clear out the space for everybody else. So the first, and another thing I did, RJ, I don't know if you noticed it or not, but the first time I did the original score sheet, which was in pairings, but then I downloaded this one, which has threesomes, which I think is more golf realistic. You know, it's more realistic to what golfers do, or the golfers do, I should say. So first hole, and let me move this out of the way. So there's the first hole at Pebble Beach. It is challenging. And the first guy off the tee is Justin Rose. So Justin Rose has the honors on the first tee. He has no chips, so there's no decision to make. So what happens here, we get a 2, and that is course control, and that's a 35. 35, he's got golf course cam, so caught a good break there. Did Justin Rose, golf course cam. If I can get the golf course cam, here we go. Golf course cam, and the green die is a 4 on a par 4. Golf course cam, green die 4, par 4. Cordial hole. It is not a cordial hole. Daunting hole. No, it's not a daunting hole. Let's see here. Otherwise, routine sequence, easy or moderate putt for par. There is no triangle there, so it is an easy putt for par. And an easy putt for par is just simply 2d6s, and you don't roll a 66. And he gets his par. So Justin Rose gets the par 4. Next up is going to be Lucas Glover. He's next in line to play. Get a 3, course controls that. 22, golf course cam again, so it gets another break. That's a green 1. That's even better. Usually green 1s work out better, I think, from what I've been told anyway. Green 1, cordial hole or laser golfer. He is a laser golfer. Glover has the laser quality. I don't know if you can see it all that great on the thing here, but he does have the laser quality, does Glover. All right, so clutch putt for birdie. So all the way, clutch putt for birdie for Lucas Glover. His putting is neutral, so the clutch putt is a 1 to 3. If he makes it, he'll get a blue chip and move to 5 back. If he misses it, he's going to gain a red chip and stay 6 back. So it's a 1 to 3 to nail the clutch putt, and he misses it. So he's going to get a red chip for his troubles. And that's when he thought 6 strokes back was bad enough. He gets a red chip to add insult to injury. So Lucas Glover will obtain a red chip. And the last guy in the grouping, so actually hasn't had his par yet. He's got an easy putt for par. I'm sure there's no 60. Ooh, he almost bogeyed it and fell out of contention on that one round there. Just barely made it. Now Shane Lowry gets his time at it. Shane Lowry. So Lowry a 1. So Lowry's going to control. And a 2-2-2. That's going to take us to a specialty chart. Anytime you roll triples, it's a specialty chart. You know what? I forgot to check weather. I'm just going to call it normal weather, I guess. Let's see here. Probably shouldn't mess with weather until I'm well adapted to the game. I don't need anything else to make things harder. So 2-2-2 is a special result. So we go to special result 1 in the book and re-roll the white die, I believe. See if that's the case. Special result level 1 on a par 4. No, you roll 2 dice, my bad. 2 dice. Read them in ascending order. We get a 66. Long drive from tee, in iron rolls onto green, wanders toward hole. It's in there, an eagle. Do you believe that? An eagle. That's what it says on the par 4, 66. Long drive from tee, iron rolls onto green, wanders toward hole. It's in for an eagle. How do you like that? Eagle time. 66 gives you, it's got a feeling of APA, doesn't it? So Lowry jumps up to 4 shots back now with that eagle. Eagle 2. The eagle has landed, as they say. And that is hole number 1. So now Lowry has the honors. Now, there's nothing there about gaining any chips, so he doesn't gain any chips or anything like that, but he does get the eagle. All right, so it's a double cordial hole, so if you roll a 6, it's an automatic birdie. You don't get a chip, but it's an automatic birdie if you roll a white 6. Lowry has the honors. Nope, it's a 3, but Lowry does control, and it's 1-2-4. 1-2-4 for, I'm sorry, 1-3. Yeah, 1-2-4. I had it right the first time. 1-2-4 on a par 5 for Shane Lowry. A 1-2-4 on a par 5. And it asks, is he a duffer? No, he's not a duffer. Is he a hacker? No, he's not a hacker. Is he soft? No, he's not soft. So a moderate putt for birdie. Boy, he can make a really good run here. Moderate putt for birdie is a 1 or a 2 on the white die. He can start eagle birdie if he makes a 1 or a 2 on this putt. Nope, doesn't get it, so it's an easy putt for par. And he makes his par. So Lowry makes his par 5. Well, he almost had a tremendous start, but he makes the par 5. And now we go to Lucas Glover, and he's going to use that red chip to give up control to this hole. Since it's double cordial, he doesn't mind giving control to the hole. Plus, it gets rid of that red chip. So Glover, we get a 56. He found the sand even on the cordial hole. Can't catch a break there, Mr. Glover. So he's in the sand, and it's on his tee shot that he's in the sand. Par 5 sandy in the tee shot, number 1 and a green 3. Is he chunky? Glover is not chunky. Let's see here. Otherwise, beautiful blast from bunker to center fairway on green and 3. Easy putt for birdie. How about that? An easy putt for birdie, which is a 1-4. So if he gets a 1-4, he can get a much-needed birdie here. 1-4 to get a much-needed birdie for Mr. Glover. And that is a 4. He gets the much-needed birdie. So birdie for Glover, and he will pull 5 back. So birdie 3 for Lucas Glover. Or birdie 4, rather, I should say. Birdie 4 for Lucas Glover. And now here's Justin Rose. He could certainly stand to make a run here or make something happen. And we get, I don't think this showed up all the way, a 4, which is controlled by Rose. So that is a 2-4-6 on a par 5. 2-4-6 golfer control on a par 5. 2-4-6 golfer control, par 5. 2-4-6. Is he a duffer? No, he's not a duffer. Is he utility? No, he's not utility. Is he a champion? No, he's not a champion either. We're going to right now, so he is neutral because he just parred his first hole. So he is neutral on the right now. So we go to right now, and it's a par 5. The green die is a 2. Is he hot? No, he's not hot. If he was, he'd have a gimme putt for birdie. Otherwise, green in regulation, difficult putt for birdie. Difficult putt for birdie is a 1. Now, if he doesn't make that, he'll have a moderate putt for par, so it shouldn't be, no need to lag here. He needs to go for it. He needs a 1. Doesn't get it, but now he's got a moderate putt for par, and he makes his par. So Justin Rose can't make a move, but he does get the par 5 and at least stays in contention. And now we go back to the first hole for the next threesome, and that's going to be Russell Henley leading off. Russell Henley will get the call. See what he can do. And we get a 5, so course control 35, and that's golf course cam. Golf course cam. Golf course cam. And what I'll do tonight is I'll just play till the first group tees off and plays 1 hole. After they play their first hole, then I'll stop. All right, so golf course cam on a par 4. Golf course cam, par 4. Where are you? There you are. And the green die is a 6. That's not good. Usually not good. Daunting hole. No, it's not daunting. 2 great shots and a chance to convert. Clutch putt for birdie. So maybe it's not that bad. Clutch putt for birdie. Henley is neutral. Could gain a blue chip and move up a spot. Needs a 1 to 3. And he gets it. So it's a birdie for Russell Henley, and he gets a blue chip. So Russell Henley moves up to 3 back. And he gets the blue chip for his accomplishments for making that clutch putt. So he gets a birdie 3 to start his round. Now we go to Morikawa. And Morikawa will use his red chip right away to give control to the hole. And we get a 45. And that's going to be in the sand on his second shot. Par 4 sandy second shot. And the green die is a 2. So par 4 sandy second shot, green die 2. Is he sandy? Morikawa. It's always know where I'm at. Morikawa, is he sandy? No, he's not. Otherwise, nicely lofted from sand to green, easy putt for par. Easy putt for par, of course, the 2 D6s that don't add up to 66. And he gets a 66. Are you kidding me? He's trying to stay in contention. He rolls a 66. Now he's got a gimme for birdie. For a bogey. So he's going to bogey 5, and that's really bad for Morikawa. He drops the 6 shots back. The way he's playing, he could be out of contention pretty quick. Now it brings up Griffin. He is 6 shots back, and he will tee off. Ben Griffin. 2, so it's course control. 36, and that is in the sand on a second shot, just like Griffin did, or just like Morikawa did. So, sand second shot, and but the green die is a 1 this time on the par 4 second shot. Chunky, no, I don't think he's chunky. No, he's actually semi-sandy. Oops, goes over here for Griffin. He's semi-sandy, so he's not chunky. Otherwise, perfect strike from bunker pin. So we go to our pin chart. Let's see what happens on that. As soon as I can find the pin chart. I think it's over here with the short game. If I'm not mistaken. Yep, there it is. We go to the pin chart, and we're going to roll. We got the pin with the little circle, so we're going to re-roll the white die. See what happens. We get a 4 on the white die. Breaks to right and rolls past pin. Moderate putt for par. All right, moderate putt is a 1 to 5, and he barely makes it. So Griffin ekes out a par. And now we're going to the first group again to play the third hole. And that's going to be Glover, who birdied the last hole. He has the honors. we get a 6. It's a friendly hole 6. He could take the he could go for it, or he could take the par and gain a chip. I think he's gonna take the chip, take the par and take the chip. So Glover gets his par 4, and he gains a chip for future reference. All right, next up is going to be Lowry. Eagle at the first hole, par at the second hole. We had a 1. That's still course control. 16. But he's good shape. It's golf course cam. So that's usually a good sign. But the green die is a 5 on a par 4. Green die is a 5. Daunting hole. No, it's not a daunting hole. Is he a scatter golfer? No, he's not a scatter golfer. Longer than usual tee shot and well-played iron. Nice opportunity. Clutch putt for birdie. So how about this? Lowry has a chance to get another stroke. Clutch putt for birdie, needs a 1 to 3. And he can't do it, so he's going to get a red chip for his trouble. He'll have an easy putt for par, but he's going to gain the red chip. So an easy putt for par. He makes that, but missed opportunity for Lowry. Settles with a par 4. And now Justin Rose trying to hang in. And we get a 2, course control, and that's 36. He's in the rough on his first tee shot on a par 4. Par 4 rough, first tee shot, green die 2, master. Let's look at Justin Rose. He is not a master. So let's see here. He's not a master. Burst out of rough to far edge of green, miss long birdie putt, moderate second putt for par. So he needs a 1 to 5 to stay in contention. If he gets a 6, he's out of contention. So he makes the par, stays in contention. And now we go to group number 2, threesome. And they are at the second hole. And it's going to be Henley. Henley birdied the first hole, so he's in charge. He's going to keep his chip. No reason to spend it to control the hole here because it's double cordial. That's a 4, so Henley controls, and we get 33, or 2-3-3, I should say. 2-3-3 on a par 5. If anybody sees me doing something wrong, please holler so that I can make sure I am doing this right. I don't want to do it. I don't want to keep doing things wrong. So if you see something that I'm, grossly doing incorrectly, please let me know. That's why I'm doing this live, so I can learn as I play. So 2-3-3 on the par 5. 2-3-3. Ask, is he a king? Henley is not a king. Let's see, it's blank over here. Second iron shot sails over green, so we're going to the short game. Short game chart to resolve. Short game with the flag. So we got the short game here. And use the green die result. It's a 2. Is he stoned? No, he's actually semi-soft. So unhurried, calculated shot, head straight for pin, re-roll on pin micro chart. So we're going to re-roll on the pin micro chart, which is right here. Re-roll the white die. It's a 5. It says breaks to left and stops short of pin, moderate putt for par. So he really doesn't need to use the blue chip on this. He's going to have a moderate putt for par. And he makes his par. So Henley will maintain that blue chip. And he gets his par 5. Now Griffin, hanging in barely, could definitely use a birdie on the par 5 for sure. 6, it's double cordial. He gets the birdie automatically. No blue chip, but he gets the birdie automatically. Automatic birdie. I don't know if do you have to, I guess you got to roll for a gimme putt or something. I don't know. I thought it was automatic, but I'll roll it anyway just to make sure. Okay, so he gets his birdie. No blue chip, though, but he'll take the birdie and move to, and get off that cut line. That's what he was so worried about. And now Morikawa, he is on that cut line. He needs a birdie in the worst way. 4. So Morikawa controls on a 1-1-2. This could be interesting. Low numbers like that, 1-1-2. 112. Is he cold? Morikawa is semi-cold. The dot says he's cold. So he is cold. Hitch in swing, banana ball, gallery groans. So he will gain a red chip. Morikawa may not be long for this. So he's going to the gallery groans section. Gallery groans. We use the green die result of a 2. Is he a master? He is not a master. Otherwise, decent shot, follow-up iron to green, moderate putt for par. So it's a moderate putt for par. He has to make this to stay in it. Normally, if he had some wiggle room, I would get rid of that red chip and make it a difficult putt. But he can't afford to do that. He's got to be able to make this putt. And he does. So he gets his par and stays in it, but he's hanging on by his fingernails. All right, so now we're going back to the first hole for the third threesome. And off the tee with the honors is Rory McIlroy. 3 shots back. We get a 4. Golf course control 36. He's found the sand on his second shot. Sand on it. He is a semi-master, but if it's calling for sandy, that might not help him. Sand on the second shot on a par 4. Green die 6, that's even worse. Sand on the second shot, asking if he's sandy. He's not sandy. Solid strike, but not clean. Ball dies, straddling green apron. Double difficult putt for par. So he's got a double difficult putt for par. He could go for it. He still leave a difficult putt for bogey, or he could lag and make it a moderate putt for, he could make it a moderate putt for bogey. I think he's going to take his medicine, take a moderate putt for bogey. And he does get the bogey. So he will bogey and dropped 4 shots back. But he had to avoid getting a double. And now Ludwig Aberg. That's on the course again, 55, and that is in the trees. We're in the trees on the tee shot. Tee shot, trees, par 4, first shot. The green die is a 1, so he might get a break. Is he a workman? Aberg is not a workman. Otherwise, sweet swing, wow. So we go to the wow chart. He earns a blue chip for going to the wow chart. So Aberg will get himself a blue chip for making the wow chart. And then it says re-roll white dot on the wow chart. That's a 2. Bounds onto green and rolls to pin. Easy putt for birdie. So it's a 1-4 for birdie for Aberg. But he misses it. So a gimme putt for par. Oh, we almost missed that. But he gets his par. Does Aberg, but he could have had a lot better. Certainly could have had a lot better. So, last one in the group is Victor Hovland. That is a 1, so Hovland controls. It's a 2-4-5 on a par 4. 2-4-5 on the par 4. 2-4-5. Legend. Is Hovland a legend? He's a semi-legend. The dot says he is. So since he's a legend, ideal tee shot, straight and true, gallery cheers. So he'll get a blue chip for the gallery cheering. Now, I'm not going to do the RJL yay because I can't do that. Make a fool of myself doing that. So gallery cheer. Well, let me make sure I got the right gallery cheers because there's a couple different gallery cheers here. Make sure I got the right one. 2-4-5. It's an open. Wait a minute. Did I do it right? 2-4-5. Well, that's par 5. I need to look at par 4. 2-4-5. Was it open star or closed star? It was a closed star. So it's a full filled in star. So it is the full gallery cheers right here. Green die results of 4. Is a utility. Hovland is not utility. Otherwise, routine iron shot energized by a beneficial roll. Moderate putt for birdie for Victor Hovland. 1-2 for a birdie. And Hovland can't make it. So now he's got an easy putt for par. He'll make his par, but it could have been better. He did earn blue chip, so at least he got something out of it. And now we go to the fourth hole for the first groupings. And that's going to send us to, who's got the honors? It is Lucas Glover with the honors. Where are you, Lucas? There he is. He's got the blue chip. Does he want to use it now or save it? I think he's going to save or potentially a putt or something, so might try to make the putt better. 6, so he's going to be able to get the par and get the chip and stack chips, or he could go for it. But I think early on he wants to stack chips. So he's going to stack chips, get his par, and move on. So where you are, Glover gets his par. He's got 3. He's got 1 under so far on the day. Next up is going to be Lowry. He's got a red chip. He could use it here to give control to the hole. So I think he's going to do that to get rid of it. We'll give the hole control. And that is a 45, which is in the rough on the first shot on a par 4. Green die is a 4. Is he a workman? Lowry is not a workman. Moderate second putt for par. So moderate putt 1 to 5. Gets him his par. And he barely makes it, but he does. So Lowry, the par 4. Now Justin Rose. Where are you, Justin Rose? He's the one barely hanging on. And that's a 5. Course controls, 36. He's in the sand on his second shot. Rose is having all sorts of issues. So he's on the sand on his second shot on a par 4. Green die is a 5. Is he sandy? Rose is semi-sandy, but the dot takes it away from him. He's not sandy. So plenty of sand, but not enough go. Ball trickles the edge of green. Difficult putt for par. So he has no chips. It's a 1 to 3 for par. If he doesn't make this, he's out of contention. 1 to 3 to stay in contention for Rose. And he does. Rose hangs in there. I'll give him credit. He's hanging in there. Stays in contention with the tough par. Now we go to the third hole for the second threesome. And with the honors there is going to be Griffin. Ben Griffin, who birdied the last hole. So he has the honors. We get a 4, so that's course control. 56, that's golf course cam, so he caught a break. Did Mr. Griffin. Golf course cam, par 4, and green die is a 2. Is it a cordial hole? No, it's not cordial. Not daunting either. Solid play, easy putt for par. Easy putt for par, so just the double 6s. Got to avoid those. So he gets his par. Griffin with a par 4. Brings up Russell Henley, who has made a pretty good move. Henley, that's a 1 on the white die, which means course controls. 35, it's golf course cam as well. Green die 1, that helps out a lot usually. Cordial hole or laser golfer, he is the laser golfer. So clutch putt for birdie for Russell Henley, and he's going to use this chip to try to make him gold. He won't earn a chip back for making it, but it's going to make it easier for him to make a birdie, which is what he really needs. So 1 to 5, and he'll make the clutch putt for birdie. And he does. That is a 2. You didn't see it, but it's a 2. Here's a birdie for Henley, so he pulls within 2 shots. Henley is 2 under par through 3 holes. Now Morikawa will spend his red chip to give course control. That is a 35, and that's also a golf course cam with a green 1. And again, it's asking cordial hole or laser golfer. He is a laser. So clutch putt for birdie for Morikawa. 1 to 3. And he makes it, but I don't think he can get, I think since he spent a red chip, I don't think he can get a blue chip. Or somebody let me know if he can or can't. I don't think he can because he spent a red chip to give course control. So I don't think he gets a blue chip for making a clutch putt. But the fact that it's a birdie will help his cause because it puts him to 5 back. But I don't believe he gets a blue chip because he spent the red chip to give course control. So I don't think you can do that. I think that's just straight out birdie and that's it. So, but it's a helpful birdie from Morikawa, birdie 3. Now we go to our second or our next to last grouping, and that is going to be the grouping of McIlroy, Aberg, and Hovland, and it's Aberg with the honors. He has the blue chip. Thank you, D. Scott. I thought that was the case. So he has a blue chip, but he's not going to spend it. It's a double cordial hole. Why would you spend it? That is a 4. This thing's not showing up all the way. 4. So that means golfer controls, and it's a 3-4-6 on a par 5 for Ludwig Aberg. On a par 5, it is a 3-4-6 on a par 5. 3-4-6. Is he a bomber? Aberg is a bomber. He is a bomber. So the big dog eats. And it says open star, so that's gallery cheers, but it's an open star, not a closed star. But he does get the blue chip again, an extra blue chip for that. But we're going to the open star, and the green die is a 6. Is he a hacker? No, he's certainly not a hacker. Less than expert shot gets fortunate kick, strong applause. So now we're going to the strong applause, re-rolling the white die on the strong applause. We get a 4. Drifting iron shot carries the fringe of green. Difficult putt for birdie. Well, he's going to use this chip. Let's see if he uses the chip. He's going to use both of them to make it easy. He's going to use both chips to make it easy. So be a 1-4 for an easy putt. And he misses it anyway. Wow. That's terrible. Gimme putt for par. So he wasted his chips and came up empty, did Aberg, and settled with a par 5. Very disappointing for Aberg. Now Victor Hovland. And that is a 6. Double cordial, so he's going to get the birdie. He won't get a chip, but he'll get the birdie. That's more important right now for Hovland. He pulls within 3 shots back now since he gets the automatic birdie on the 6 on a double cordial. So that is a 4. And I believe the rules say it's automatic. I don't think I have to putt for anything. I don't think it's a gimme putt or anything. I think it's a straight out birdie, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to look it up real quick just to be on the safe side to make sure that I'm playing it correctly. Where'd it go here? I know it's on here somewhere. I just saw it. Yeah, it says 1 putts for birdie. It doesn't say you have to putt for it. It says he basically gets it. So Hovland with the birdie 4. So he pulls within 3 of the leaders. And now Roy McIlroy had that tough luck bogey on the first hole. He has to rebound this par 5, and we get a 4. So McIlroy controls, and it's a special result, 2-2-2. Special result 2-2-2 for special result 1 on a par 5, and that's a 2. No, I'm sorry. We're going to re-roll 2 dice. My bad. Re-roll 2 dice. Read them in ascending order. We get a 56. 56. Lost ball, 5-minute search. Decider die. Bullet found. Green and 4. Difficult putt for par. Blank. Drop and a penalty stroke. Difficult putt for bogey and stormy rest of round. Wow. That's not good. McIlroy is imploding here. You better hope he gets a dot. And he does. So that's at least a little bit better. Now he's going to have a difficult putt for par. So difficult putt for par And the fact he's gold makes no difference. It's a difficult putt for par one way or the other. 1 to 3. He misses it. He'll bogey. He'll have a moderate putt for bogey. Or I guess it's an easy putt for bogey. So he will make the bogey and drop 5 shots back. McIlroy 2 over on the first 2 holes. So he is falling out of contention big time. And now we finally get to the leading group on the first hole. And the honors belong to our leader, Maverick McNeely. Maverick McNeely. Let's see if I can find a place here to get this where you can see the dice tray here. Maverick McNeely, a 4. That's course control, 36, and that is in the sand in 2. So remember, he is the lucky golfer. He gets a blue chip every hole, so he can spin one every hole. So McNeely, or he could hold it and use 2 of them on, I guess he could gain one every hole or whatever. No, I don't think you can pile them up like that. I think you have to use them. Let's see here. Where am I going? I'm going on 36. I'm going to the sand on par 4. And it is the second shot. Sand, second shot, par 4, and the green die is a 5. Is he sandy? He is not sandy. Regrettable shot from Trap. Third shot travels to fringe of green. Difficult putt for par. All right. He's going to use a chip to make it a moderate putt for par, which is a 1 to 5. And he makes that. And, of course, he'll get another chip for the next hole because he's so lucky. So, par putt for McNeely. And now we move on to Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas. A 6. He can take it. He's going to take his par and take his chip. Going to take his par and take his chip. So Justin Thomas with the par. And then Gracerman, last one to tee off in the last round, is Gracerman. And we get a 1, which is golfer control. And it's 266 for Gracerman. 266 on the par 4. 266 on the par 4. Is he king or shaper? He is neither one. Is he a champion? No, he's not a champion. So we go to the right now chart. Well, he's neutral, obviously, because he hasn't done anything. Although, no, that's mood. Stormy is mood, not right now. So if you get to the mood chart, he'd be stormy. But on the right now chart, he is neutral because he hasn't done anything yet. And the green die is a 2, par 4. Is he hot? No, he's not hot. Otherwise, difficult putt for birdie. So he's got a 1 for a difficult putt for birdie. And he doesn't make it. So now he's got a moderate putt for par, 1 to 5. And he'll make his par. So Gracerman par 4 there. And that's where we'll end it for tonight. First hole is complete. We don't need the first hole anymore. When I start offline, I'll be starting on the 5th hole with the first group. But that is where we are right now. That's where we all stand right there. That is where the leaders stand at the moment. McNeely holding a 1-shot lead on Thomas since both of them parred the first hole. Obviously, the guy making a really good move is Henley. He's 2 under. He went from 4 shots back to 2 shots back. So he certainly helped his cause. The guy who's messing up is McIlroy. He's bogeyed the first 2 holes, and he's dropped 2 shots back or 5 shots back instead of 3. And Justin Rose, like a cat with 9 lives, he's been hanging on, and he's still in there. But one mistake, and he can just, or if McNeely birdies, that can kick him off too. You never know. So, like I said, I'm still learning the game. So if you see me do something that, or if you have a suggestion, there was one thing I'm not sure if somebody can tell me what's the best one quality a golfer can have, because there's a perk there that says you can give a golfer one quality. I don't know if the best quality to have is king, if it's champion, gold putter, uh, master sandy. I don't shaper. I don't know what the best quality would be. I guess I have to play this game a while to figure out tactically what the best quality would be to have. So I don't know. Any suggestions? I'm open to them. Because like I said, there is in the third round on the perks, you can ask for a quality. Gold putting is the best one to have, or master. Yeah, master might come in a lot, possibly. Yeah, I'm thinking master. I was thinking either champion or master, but I'm thinking master or king. I don't know. Does master come up all that much? I haven't seen it. I've seen Sandy come up an awful lot. I haven't really run into Sandy. I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm thinking king maybe. I don't know. I guess it's just a matter of experiment if I ever come into that particular situation. So that's where it stands right now. If you want to take a look there and make a mental note of where everybody is. Of course, when I start the round tomorrow night, I will be over to this point, and we'll see what happens to the groupings at that point. And we'll get ready to play the back nine and finish up the Pebble Beach Pro-Am. I don't know if Clint Eastwood will make a guest appearance or not. Probably not. So, you never know. Don't forget, tomorrow at noon is the NBC Game of the Week, Fall Classic Baseball, 1979. Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. I don't believe it is a stellar pitching matchup, though. I believe it's like Chuck Rainey against somebody. Let me see who the starting pitchers are in that game. I had it written down, and now I don't have it in front of me. Let me see who started that game. Those games in 1979 for the Yankees and the Red Sox. I'm pretty sure Chuck Rainey is, for some reason in my head, that it's Chuck Rainey for the Red Sox. But, hey, could be wrong. Let's see here. Red Sox at Yankees. Why is it not showing up? Red Sox at Yankees should be there. That doesn't make any sense. Where are we at? May. Well, let me go to I can go to Excel real quick and figure it out. Instead of me trying to fiddle with it, I can go to my Game of the Week schedule in Excel and figure it out if I can find the right Excel file. No, it's in here somewhere. Let's see what the date of this game is. It is May 19th. All right, let me look and see who they played May 19th. May 19th. Oh, it's actually in Boston. I don't know why I was saying it's in New York. It's actually in Fenway Park. That's what was confusing me. It's Ed Figueroa and Chuck Rainey from Fenway Park. I was thinking it was Yankee Stadium, but it's actually in Fenway Park. And it's going to be Ed Figueroa against Chuck Rainey. That is the pitching matchup tomorrow at noon from Fenway Park in Boston. And that'll be tomorrow at roughly noon. And then tomorrow night at roughly 7:30, between 7:30 and 8, whenever I have a good chance, I will do the live final round coverage of the back nine of the Pebble Beach Pro-Am and see if we get a winner. The guy who won the tournament Real World, Roy McIlroy, is not looking good right now. But you never know. Actually, McNeely's looking really good because he's lucky he gets a blue chip on every hole. So that's going to, you would think, keep him above water. So anyway, that's going to do it from here. Hope you all have a great Saturday or Friday evening into Saturday. And until noon tomorrow, Eastern time from Fenway Park, we say so long and Enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.